Hey everybody, and welcome to the pre-show, an early morning stream here. Well, early for my standards, after all. Nearly 10 a.m. my time. Just loading into the map. It just dried off, maybe about 45 minutes ago from the rain that we had last night during the stream. So we thought, what the hey, let's get in here and get to harvest. Rabid Rob, welcome to the stream. Boy, I hope they get sinking fed up on a well-established map with lots of farmers, lots of equipment. Should have take a long time to sink on in. And then the poor guys on the other end, they are just stuck, paused wherever they are. Here we go. And we're in. Let's go see what the heck is going on. Let's jump into voice chat, see if anybody's in there. Not yet, but anyway. Let's jump on down here. Grab our cloths. Now we're gonna have a little bit of laggy as the map loads in.
Good morning, or morning.
Hey, you notice I put trailers at either side.
Yeah, I see
figured
that.
That way you can unload on each pass.
I didn't think it was that way, but that's true.
Assuming you can get all the way to the one end without filling up, then
I think
then just empty when you get to each end.
Yeah. I got a question. Who's taking over Cowboy's farm? Who's going to do that? Did anyone pitch it yet?
I thought you were one to grab it.
All right. I was going to say, never got. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll still help you out though.
Yeah. I didn't say anything about it last night in stream because I thought you were officially declaring it.
Well, I am. Okay. I officially declare it now. After I'm done here, I'll help you. I'll
Zach,
go.
What is up, my friend?
After I get done helping you, I'll go check out what needs done.
What is up?
Hi, is it Carrie or?
Yep.
Okay, hi, Carrie.
There's Carrie. Yeah, I just say go to the flour mill and go to the output and see if it has any product.
Okay, there's no menu area.
No. If it has product, maybe make a note of how much product's in it and try to leave that much in it.
Are you harvesting?
Yep. Harvesting wheat.
Yeah, we got on last night and got most of our fields done before it started raining on us.
Oh, did you?
What time is it for
We
everybody?
have, what is it? 30, I don't know what they are. One up by the cow pen, and these two, because I can't remember the number. I can't see them right now.
We got 12 in these two.
You cut a dry window. I keep coming in and soaking wet.
It's been a wet summer. It was a wet late spring. I think we had the same weather last year. Because I think the guys planned on having a bunch of crop ready early summer, and it wasn't. But but then it was wet anyway, so it didn't really matter. 8:55 in the
I
morning.
see this trailer's fixed. You got the back to dump.
Yeah, it reset, I guess. I was able to unload when I got in earlier because the server reset.
Oh, that's good.
We'll see if we get stuck again or not. It is 5:45 in the
Do
evening.
you need any hay?
Same game day. We don't at the moment, no.
I said, I'm probably going to sell those sheep up there. Now they don't want the sheep. So there's a lot of hay up there, which I'll just either sell to you or we'll figure something out.
Okay, you're the hay up there. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, so the dilemma is if I take the bales, I can't sell the bales, so you'll get the money.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I can do is use the bales. Now, if I use the bales for pellets, then that should work. And the pellets are mine, I should be able to get the money.
That's what I was thinking.
Or if I
I'm
feed the
selling
bales,
sheep.
those are the only two real things I can do with them.
I'm
welcome.
going to treat that as a row crop farm. I don't really care about animals. So I'm going to still help you, so I have the cows and your sheep to help take care of. So I don't want animals.
He's got that nice fishing lake up there.
Yeah, we got to stay buddies so you can come down here and fish in the pond.
Can you make alfalfa? Pellets out of alfalfa?
No.
So there's an alfalfa field up there too. I'm not going to plow it under. I'll just cut it up and then put grass there maybe.
We'd have to modify the whole pellet thing.
Well, that sounds like a pain in the butt.
It's probably not, but I'm not going to mess with it.
Well, I don't know how to do that, so for me it'd be a pain in the butt.
So yeah, so if you watched last night's stream, you know it started to rain overnight. It is still the same game day as it was at the end of last
Yeah,
stream.
I can't see that farm at all unless I join the farm.
It's just
Like-
now it's suddenly warmed
like
up.
this equipment or anything, if nothing shows up, only dots. Like
Yeah,
now
we're not contractors of him.
Oh, so that's why I can't see it then. Okay. Well, I'll make you a contractor once I log into it. Once I join it.
So it's kind of ironic. It took overnight, basically took about 8 or 9 hours
I'm gonna have wheat coming out my ears.
for everything to dry out.
How many wheat fields did you plant?
Two
But he's got big fields.
big fields.
I was gonna say you must have huge
Big
fields then.
fields. Probably one field's bigger than all of ours.
Yeesh.
Doing it with a 2388 or 2588? 2388.
Now the weather looks pretty good for us,
I've almost filled on that one
but of
pass.
course
I came
the
about
rain.
90-some%.
the rain
One pass.
wasn't expected overnight. So one pass nearly filled you, huh?
Yeah, close. I mean, since I took headlamps off, it might have almost filled it.
We got 500,000 liters of compost. We've now run through all the manure you took down there. I took a load down earlier.
Compost on Lincoln Creek is not good. $242 for $8,000.
That's
That's
not
low.
profitable, eh?
We got spoiled by CS 101's maps with this black hole.
So I got this plant that I'm making acid for scooter.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Susquehanna River Valley. We are here with a morning stream. It is 10 a.m. my time, and about 45 minutes ago, the server went ready to harvest again.
If it's a byproduct, then it's, in a way, that way it's probably it's a byproduct.
It's rather ironic that we had wet crop the entire night. Well, so while we slept, crop was wet. Got up this morning, checked it. It was nearly dry.
Well, then that makes it more.
Waited to the hour to turn over to 5 p.m. and boom, we're ready to go.
He would use it on the fields.
Mr. Swede, welcome to the stream. Cole and Coleman, how are you doing today? This video is brought to you by AK in the Hay. Thank you for being a farm baron.
200 meters away from the full truck. First full truck of the season, boys.
So last night we filled the compost machine up with straw. Now we're going to top her back off before we go and put it back up in our silos because it's convenient down here. The goal is to get all our fields replanted into soybeans once we get stuff off. The rain did clean our tractor off nice, so we don't have to worry too much about dirty tractor. GoldenEye, welcome back.
Yeah, Klein, I think we're getting more from the millet than we are from the other one.
You're saying you think millet is outproducing?
Yeah, because I basically almost have a full tank from one path. I had like, I think it was like 96%, 97 from the top to the bottom.
I don't know, but I should be able to keep up with you a lot better now because I'm not having to drive a long distance.
Yeah, it got caught up last night, which helped. Going in for that rain, I probably would be ahead of you still. We want to have that rain delay.
Diablo del Toro, welcome to the stream. Beautiful fields of red millet.
The soil ain't too bad on here. It's a little crappy in where I'm at now, but where you are, it's better. I'm not sure I'm not sure how we're yielding. I didn't really look.
You guys double harvesting?
Oh yeah. We can't let these fields sit idle for half a year.
Yeah.
Coffee is for crazy people. Golden Eye.
Yep. Putting in a money crop.
Oh
next.
no. Oh no. I turned it off.
Soy.
Soy.
I think that's about the best seller. Seems to be.
They're all about the same, honestly. Giants balanced everything so much.
Well, you know, you think of what, like how big the grains and stuff is.
So, soy yields lower but pays more. Corn yields good and pays less, but in the end, I think per acre they're probably so close together.
It
It's
just
not
seems with that high
much.
price, it seems better.
Yeah, when you make double the money per load, but then you might realize you only have half as many loads as you would haul. The real money is in cereal. If you don't spread the straw. Because often you can get as much money for the straw as you get for the grain.
Yeah. I see the in for the flour. Where's the out? On the other side?
I don't know.
Oh, you put it in flour?
No.
Because I was watching someone do a Let's Play on, not your Let's Play, but someone else doing a Let's Play on Griffin. And he was making like 20 grand off the straw he was getting off the fields from the missions. Doing the missions, getting excess, and the straw was making like 20K off the straw.
Oh, he had that mod in, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess people in his chat told him to put there's that collect straw from harvest.
Yeah, straw meat. Or no, that's straw harvest. That's what you get. You use the straw harvest, ain't you?
It doesn't let you get
With
straw
the
off of,
pellet?
off of a contract. That's something else.
I can't remember the name of it.
Collect straw from missions.
Yeah, that's
what
it.
Yeah.
Oh, he bales it before it goes to seed.
I'm thinking about doing your Fellsbrand thing that you're doing. I'm thinking about trying that. I don't know yet. I'm considering it.
It's a grind.
Problem is, I'll have no mods because the crosshair don't bother me. So I won't have any mods at all then.
Hey, you dry corn on Nebraska lands? I don't know where the corn dryer is because I didn't start a new save after he added it. But once you know where the corn dryer is, you need corn, obviously, and propane. So you need to bring propane in. You can either buy it in tank form at the shop, or you can haul it in bulk form. And there's going to be a propane tank at the dryer. Once you supply propane and corn, then it should start drying corn automatically.
If you want to harvest, just say something. It don't matter to me. I'm up. If you want to do it for a little bit, I don't care. It's up to you.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. I just thought if you want to switch up, we could.
All right. I get nearly a load of straw on every pass, too. Does flour pay out good?
Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah, I seen someone do a YouTube video.
375.
It seemed to tell pretty good for it.
Yeah, 1,000 something flour. 1117 right now for flour. It's 375 for wheat. Okay, it's empty for flour. So, pouring it in.
What crops can you put in there to make flour?
I'm not sure what all.
1 to 2,000 for flour, huh? Versus wheat, which is
That's all I've ever tried.
in the low hundreds, right? So yeah, it definitely is
Right.
turning the crop around, huh?
I think it probably takes anything you can make bread out of.
I'll have to look what Cowboy had up there. Maybe I can make some flour out of that. Make extra money.
Yeah, I don't know what he got all seeded.
You zero out that debt. I think you had like $500,000 loan, didn't you?
I don't think he did. I was on there ready to help feed the animals. I think the loan's still maxed. But the other animals on there, I see there's some syrup to sell, like 80,000 liters, so that'll make some money.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be selling all the animals. I don't want to do animals. So that'll help get rid of some things. And there's some equipment I don't want that I'll sell. So it depends on what all's left. I mean, I'll probably have about $100,000 of just stuff I'm going to get rid of.
So GoldenEye says the mill takes wheat, barley, oat, rye, trick cow, millet, and spelt. So
You
all the
streaming?
grains. All the grains. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Why not?
Down.
Well, because I have two people on Twitch I like to watch on my other computer running. I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah. We gotta entertain the world, people.
Stay down there. Don't come up here to this highway. I'm having issues.
I know you have to go up and check on. I have to pull up now and see what's going on.
Oh, you're at the bridge.
I just went through the bridge and it got me.
It gets narrow. Oh, Victor's import-export. So he's got a great demand on poppies.
I have to watch a little bit.
Poppies! Oh my lord.
That's a tractor.
Oh, if anybody has poppy, now's the time to sell it.
Is it?
Actually, I think it was popped up there. I think
1600.
Well, I do,
1600
I guess.
at the import-export.
Well, I guess I do up there. I have to look. If you want to empty the big rig, you can. That thing's full. If you want to empty that out. If I can fill up this one when I'm done here.
It's 1600. Not 16,000.
No. I just got you upright. There we go.
You have all kinds of problems up there, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm hooked on the dang guardrail. There.
Super
Set
strength.
the cruise control.
Alright, let's see. Oh, jackknifed the truck.
I'm off the bridge. You got me.
We like to color coordinate our truck with our crops. All right, let's see. Let's see. We're gonna get stuck with product in the rear again or not? Okay, it's unloading. And then... Oh. It's this trailer. This trailer's boned.
So I see you did the back one first. Well, it probably ain't working, is it? By the looks of it.
No, the trailer's boned. You can only empty one side.
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't want to do anything.
There's something wrong with that trailer.
And is it?
Which one is it again, Brian?
It's a Demco trailer.
Carry ass. You can only unload from the one hopper. Not from the last night, too. You unload from one, then another one will work.
That's alright. We will get her all fixed. I gotta wait for a server restart and then we'll be able to empty it. Then we'll get rid of the trailer and get something else. Because clearly that trailer is not working well. Full again. You're driving through my crop.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you weren't full.
I'm almost full. I'm going to empty it. I put the header down and made a path first. I don't want to get fired for destroying crop.
You gotta watch out for those players that don't play with crop destruction. They just
Yeah, I don't play crop destruction.
They just start driving through things on a whim.
Yeah, because I'm used to that.
What are you doing? Stop it!
No, I just never liked crop destruction. That's why I never used it.
I like that mod that makes the whole. You harvest the field, it's got the chaff on the ground, you run over it like corn stalks, destroys it again.
Oh, the additional destruction.
If I was into more realism, I would probably do that, but I don't know. I just don't like crop destruction. That's why I
How
turn
about-
weeds off. I hate
How about
weeds.
picking up rocks? Picking up rocks in FS Double Deuce.
This,
Yeah.
honestly, I'll probably do it. I'll try it, but I'll probably turn it off because I'll get sick of it. But I will try it for a little bit.
Where I come from, we grow rocks more than we grow crops.
I don't know if we do here in Pennsylvania or not. I never really noticed it. I don't
bet
think
you
we do that bad.
I bet you do.
Well, if we do, I don't know. I only help my cousin a little bit with farming. I mean,
We had a
mostly plowing hay. I mean, cutting straw and hay. I would help like unload the wagon and stuff. I didn't
Well,
really do much of anything else.
the more you no-till, the less you realize it because you're not digging it up.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they no-till or not.
But we had a big garden growing up, and we had a big, well, it wasn't, I mean, I don't know how many horsepower it was. We had a big Toro tiller that you could walk behind, or as the marketing material said, you could walk beside, like in another row, so
Oh, I
that you
think I
weren't
know what you
walking
mean.
over your freshly tilled soil in your garden. Well, that thing, it was like kidney shot after kidney shot, because it would hit a rock, and then the handles would just pound you in the side. So you were more holding on to the thing to keep it from jumping on you than to and keeping it from hitting a rock and jumping up, straight up in the air.
Was that one of those rare time tillers where the tires in the front drove it and the tines in the back were?
Yeah.
All right, I never
Yeah.
used one. I used the other ones one time, and they're fun to try and control.
With tines in the front, and you just kind of keep it from. It pulls itself through the ground.
Yeah, basically. That's fun.
You hit a rock
over.
and it just jumps off to the side and digs up all your crap, all your
Yeah, I
crop.
used that one time. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, it had big wheels in front. And you had levers, and you put it in gear, and then you put it in like drive, and then you like raise this other thing up to like move the belt so that it would then run the drive wheels.
Yeah, I've
And
seen one, but I never used one.
You'd hit rocks, and you'd hear the pang as the rocks would knock off the metal shield between you and the tilling blades, and then it would jump, hit you in the side. Yeah, that was great time. That was great fun. You can tell that I will never have a garden
Yeah.
as a result of those experiences.
Yeah, I
Well,
used
Zach,
I used
come
to
out
live
here.
on
I'll show you what
kid.
rocks are.
My uncle, it was right to my uncle somehow, and he had one of those Toro tillers that you talk about. But we didn't have many rocks because he could go off to the side and run it. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, if it worked good, yeah, you could dig down. You could probably till up the soil a good 8-9 inches into the ground or more. It would just squat down and work its way into the ground and just leave a nice smooth dirt bed behind you. But when you got into them rocks, that thing was jumping all over the place.
That was their selling point, smooth seed bed instead of the gouged out front tiller. Because you had that lever that held the tiller down and your wheels mess up your nice smooth seed bed.
Dwayne, how you doing? clean up this mess. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty over there. See, that's interesting sounding. It sounds like if you cultivate, then you're apt to bring up little rocks. If you plow or subsoil, you're going to bring up bigger rocks. And then I think if you disc harrow, you're probably not going to bring up any rocks, but you're probably going to get seed or weeds come back faster or something. So there's like benefits and penalties for using different things.
What can you do with them? Did they say can you sell them or do you have to pay to get rid of them? I didn't think I missed that part.
They said that at least on the base maps there will be places you can take the rocks to and get a little money. They also implied that they're replaceable, so they may have done the smart thing, and everything that you can sell, hopefully they have a sellable, placeable for it, because, you know, map makers. I was saying last night, one of the things I'm going to have to check now is, does the map have a place for you to sell your stones? But if they have a placeable built into it, then it's going to be more back to, does the map have places for you to place stuff?
Kinda hoping you can make a wall out of
But it sounds like you can sell the stones for a modest income. Ah, well, get you know what you do, put additional game settings in,
people that use it
or
every
actually
day.
the easy dev controls too. Easy dev controls, and then extra time scale, turn that on to 2000, and then you have a 2000 after the 120, and you can really fly through winter that way. Oh, we're full. So we have now refilled up our compost plant. Now the rest of the straw we'll have to take up to the farm. I'm a rock farmer. I asked Giants if the play modes were going to stay the same or not. Haven't heard anything. They seem to have a bit more of the older machinery coming in, at least older vehicles, older tractors. So hopefully a start from scratch would be easier because you'd have more money reserved for vehicles and implements. Yeah, 120 is nice, but man, if you're trying to fast forward an entire day, it sure does seem to take a long time. Lawrence, what is up? That's right. 2000 is not available on console. Then we mentioned it yesterday. The new time scales seem to be that you can run 1x, or you can go to half x, 0.5. So the clock runs half speed. You could go to 1/3 speed, 0.33. Or you could also jump to 2 times speed, 3 times speed, and then 5, and the regular scales that we're used to. I don't know how his geo is set up. Does he have it so that pretty much everything is ready to harvest in autumn? Oh my lord, he's a fire hazard. You left this truck running on top of the straw. That's a danger.
Oh, I didn't think of it.
You're gonna catch my field on fire. That hot exhaust on the straw? Man.
Well, that truck's supposed to be a good truck, so it shouldn't catch on fire.
Oh, okay. The help these days. You gotta watch out.
Question is, that Dodge, when I take over that farm, are we gonna have to sell it from here and I'm gonna have to rebuy it or what? I can't take it with me, can I?
Nope, you can't transfer it.
Oh no, he's gonna lose his Dodge.
I'll just rebuy it later.
Rabbit Rob, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, 3 months is not, I doubt you're going to get your money investment back in 3 months. Right? Park this thing up here. In the shade.
Darn, I picked the wrong line to go down. Yeah, well.
Alrighty. So you're to the survival games. Have you done much Medieval Dynasty?
Yeah, I played that a little bit. I like it.
I see it's supposed to go full release in September.
I have to put more time into it, but I had played it.
Looks like September 23rd or something like that.
There's one coming out, it's called, I think it's Transport something, or I forget what the name is. I have to look up. I'm gonna get that one too. Like you start with like a little truck and deliver stuff. I can't remember the proper name of it. It's like like the Medieval Dynasty, the Lumberjack Dynasty, and I think this other one goes in line with them. Like they all have the word Dynasty in them.
Well, Rabbit Rob, there's 3 chances on this channel between now and November. Get your name in. Speaking of that, I see Streamlabs just put that post up.
I think this field has better soil because I'm filling up a lot quicker.
See what type of soil we got. 2 times your entries. Yeah, kinda. So the field below it was a mix of clay, loam, and sandy loam. The field above it you're in is loam and clay.
I think the loam's filling it up quicker. Cause I'm not. Is that almost full? I'm filled already. There's more loam in this field.
So yeah, that giveaway will be on September 22nd. We'll be live streaming that night. And it is for a eShop version of the game from the Giants website. So it's for PC only.
So I think with just this little bit of loam that we're doing the melt in, I think it does yield better than the other one. Because the other fields with the cow, they were in loam. I don't seem to fill up as fast.
You're in
I
millet.
think this is better. I mean, yeah, millet. I think the millet might be better. Because it fills up a lot quicker. Then again, it's hard to tell because of the size of the fields and stuff.
Dustin, that is Precision Farming. It's been out for a while. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, we got 125%.
There we
yield
go.
off the
All
loam.
right.
That's pretty good.
I don't know what happened there. Looks like we are reconnecting. Reconnected. A little glitch in the matrix. JO Gamerbit, what's up? So yeah, Precision Farming, there is different soil types. Completely changes how you do fertilization and lime application. Affects yield. City Flyer, welcome to the stream. Look at that guy, he's a track runner. Never seen somebody run so fast. Too bad I can't just sneak across the way there. There's a fence on the other side of that tree line. Basically, Zach, it needs to be a modded version of Precision Farming. You can get the modded version for anhydrous over at nexusmods.com. So there would be a mod over there. There would be a modded version of precision farming over there. And it's going to be modded to work with anhydrous and compost. Because the way Giants made the precision farming mod, mappers define the nitrogen and pH requirements of the crop in the map, but they didn't provide any way for mappers to define the nitrogen levels of a added fertilizer. So the only way to do that is to put those values in the mod itself. The screen says 400 and almost 500,000 liters of straw over here. Dirk, what is up? Welcome to the stream. I mean, I would say probably if you opened the mod up and look to see if you could find any references to anhydrous. But I don't recall off the top of my head where those references would be, in what files and such. I think we're going to make this a Susquehanna River Valley day. We got lots of work yet to do. One more field yet to harvest, and then it's plant time. Time to get on the planting. I think straw yields pretty much the same, regardless of soil type. But look at that millet counter go up on that harvester. See if we can't get to the end of the field before we fill up. That's how we'll know if this is more yielding. A broken windrow, so we really won't be able to judge it so well, it looks like. 99, 100. Harvest time. Yeah, Carrie's got himself a couple big fields on the map to harvest. That is for sure. Fall in the pond. That'd be bad. Rabbit Rob with some wise wisdom. Better is better, bad is bad. How much we got here? Look at, oh my gosh, 200 plus thousand liters of millet. Almost 200,000 liters of triticale. We're not done that. We've got another triticale field to harvest. Right here in field 12. Oh no, it's millet. Oh, I thought it was triticale. Let's go dump this one. I'm sure this one's full.
If that big trailer wasn't broke, we'd be a lot better off. We wouldn't have to stop so much to fill everything. It'd be less running back and forth.
That's all right. Tells us how much money we got coming in. Carrie's going to get his flour made before everybody else jumps on and has to schedule their flour production.
Did we figure out what goes into flour? I don't remember. Can we put... I don't remember what we said we could put in there.
Any grain. Any cereal. If it makes straw, you can put it in there.
All right. I'm gonna have to schedule my appointment to get in there and make some then.
Get barley. Belt. Millet. Triticale. Yep, you got a bunch of grain.
Yeah, I can't see what's up there until I join the farm. Don't show me nothing, so I have to join the farm before I can see what's up there. Even click on it, don't tell me. Like on the crops. It won't let me see them. Yeah, on Cowboys old. Yeah, but I'm trying, it won't let me see it. Like I'm clicking on millet, it don't change color. Or triticale don't change color. It won't let me. I'm not, well, it's because being on Klein's farm, I guess I'm not a contractor with that farm. So I can't see what, they won't let me see what's planted there. I'm guessing by the colors, because when I click on them, it doesn't change. But I'm guessing what's there.
Yeah, field 100 is poppy. Field 101's barley.
Huh, shown for you, but not for me. I wonder why.
Maybe.
94, 95 is strict account. He like put a whole big combo of crops in.
There's a bunch of stuff up here. I fertilized most of it.
He diversified.
Well, I fertilized a lot. I fertilized a lot the other day.
So yeah, you're gonna want to get up there and harvest that millet or that poppy. Run it straight over to the sell point. That'll
Yeah,
get you
that's
a
what
nice
I'm
profit.
doing. I switch gears.
And when I'm done helping you here, I will.
Because yeah, I mean you kind of have what he put in there, and then you have until the end of early spring to get beans in, and then you have until the end of midsummer to get corn in and everything.
And when I'm done helping you here, I'll probably just stay on here for a while and go for it. The problem is that harvest is probably small. But once I sell what I don't want, I might be able to buy a bigger harvester.
Well, we get these fields harvested, and you go up there, you join that farm, we become co-contractors, and then you can run that harvester up there and hammer them fields out fast.
What'd you do? Get an upgrade?
Yeah, we made a royal fortune off of pellets and compost, so I got a New Holland 1090. It was also on 20% off. It was on sale.
That's what I did with 6 Ashes. All classes were on sale, so I went to a class farm on there. I got just about everything I wanted on there.
I remember playing on just starting out on 17. I was on Goldcrest Valley, and I had just collected 100 nuggets, so I just got my $1 million bonus, and boom, like that, New Holland came on sale in the shop. So I spent my $1 million on new equipment. It was funny. It was like right around Thanksgiving, 2016. So I was like, "Oh, look, it's the Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday sale for farm equipment."
Yeah, that worked out perfect. And I'm glad that's coming back, the 22. That was fun walking around looking for stuff. It gives you a reason to explore.
All lizards are on sale. 30 hours, 5%.
Wow, there's lots of lizard stuff.
Yeah, lots of lizard stuff.
So, yeah, I'm glad the collectibles are coming back. I just hope that we don't have the problem we had with nuggets in 17, where it seemed like one out of 4 maps you couldn't get all 100 nuggets because the map maker buried one somewhere, or it was floating way up in the sky. There's no way to get to it unless you flew up there and grabbed it. I remember playing on maps where I basically found all the nuggets that were obtainable. Then I went into the XML and basically found, air quotes, found the nuggets that were buried in the ground by editing the XML out and giving myself $1 million in the bank. But of course, the console player is stuck.
Sounds like you took the Wall Street movie.
I get the feeling that castle on the France map's gonna have nuggets in it somewhere or something. I could have said the feeling we'll have something hidden there, maybe more than one spot.
It is good when they're on sale. Let's check this sale out. Oh, we just bought Lizard yesterday. 5%. That's not that big of a deal. Oh, the Warrior Plus Plus. Man, I could have saved 5% off that Warrior truck. I just bought it yesterday.
Or is it on sale?
Yeah, those little a-holes at the shop, they knew it was going on sale.
Uh-huh.
They were more than glad to sell it to me yesterday.
I'll have to see what truck is up there I have. I might get the truck you have over there. I might buy one.
I saw it. I saw what you did.
Well, let's do a push to talk. I'm supposed to use it, and then
I saw what you
I have
did.
one hand not free.
You got 2 feet. You could,
Where's the controller? I don't have
you
a
could hook up
pedal.
a second keyboard, put it down on the floor, and make spacebar push to talk. And then when you want to talk, you put your foot on the spacebar. It's just like a sewing machine.
I would if I had enough USB ports. I only have 3.
I was watching a tech tuber, and they gave a little behind the scenes on their setup, and he talked about how he made his own teleprompter out of cardboard box and a piece of glass and an old monitor, and he basically runs his teleprompter with some software that's designed for it, that like you type in what you want and then you hit an option and it basically reverses all the text so that it appears right when it reflects off the glass. And he runs a laptop with it, and he's got a keyboard on the floor, and he uses his foot, and when you hold the space bar down, it like makes the text move, and when he lifts his foot up, it pauses the text. So I was like, that's pretty slick. Gaming with Hoots. Hoot. How you doing, buddy? How about a big old round of applause for Gaming with Hoots for coming around. Makes me think of the owl. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? 1, 2, 3. Crackle. 3. Takes 3 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. The whole fact sheet start up this weekend or next Friday.
That'd be cool. I enjoyed them.
We'll finally start to see what equipment's coming out. Every little nugget of information, we're getting more ideas on equipment. I think lots of people are curious how much more vintage equipment is going to be in the game.
Yeah,
I kind of like the great thing. I know it. I think it's called Pure Farming. I don't know anything. I don't know. There's a farming game where you can go different farms or different areas in the world to farm. Like, America. Then you can jump over like Japan and France, and that one, I forget which one it is. They had like grapes and stuff in that one. I can't remember the name of that farming game. I think I had it on Xbox. Because at the time I had an Xbox, and I don't think I have it on PC. I can't remember the name of it.
It might have been pure farming. They also had like rice.
That might have been that one. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was something different.
Yeah, Zach, they said at the Gamescom that fact sheets would be starting in early September. Well, you can't get much earlier than this Friday for early September, because it's September 3rd. So either this week or next week would still be classified early September in my book.
Now we're getting the crappier soil. I'm not filling up as quick.
They could start this Friday. That'll be exciting. I think this field's longer than the other one. I can't go one pass without filling up. So every pass is more than a trailer load of straw.
Okay, BRB, you have to go to the bathroom.
Well, I'll tell you what, City Flyer. We know that there's another map coming a year from now with the first expansion. That's the key word there. It's going to include a new map. I would really enjoy an Australian map. Maybe they would. Maybe they don't have deer. Maybe they'd have kangaroos. I understand kangaroos are like giant rats. Australians, I don't think, like kangaroos too much. That's my understanding. The world is infatuated with them. Australians are like, you want them so much, here, you can have them. Now, something I hope they don't put in is all of the snakes. Right? There's a bunch of snakes down in Australia. A lot of deadly snakes, and you can't kill them or something because, you know, you're crazy. So, what map was it? What map was it in 17 that had a snake down by the shop? That was not something that you found that you weren't expecting. You don't want to find a snake just crawling around in Farm Sim without knowing about it. Ah, is it just like chicken? I think I either said it or I was thinking about saying that gaming with Oots. That all we need now is to have deer run out in the middle of the road and they all have a collision, and your car go flying or your truck, because it's like hitting a car. My guess is they won't have a collision, just like birds don't have collisions. Shane Gibson, thanks for the sub. Everybody give a big old round of applause for Shane. Shane, if you're in chat, go ahead and say, hey, we'd love to give you our thanks. It's like, it's like eating a boot.
I think this will be the last pass on this field. I'm not sure how the bottom's gonna look. That little bump out down there, I might have to make a little small pass.
And we only have one more, 12. I think we're probably gonna have close to 500,000 liters of millet.
Damn, that's a lot. Holy crap. And you put what? 20,000 of it in for seed.
Yeah.
You're gonna make some serious money when this comes time to sell all this. You might hit $1 million. If it's a good price.
It'll be a good price. I'll sell it in winter. I have not tried eating an old boot.
Transfer your Dodge over to your farm by
Heck no, I paid for it.
night. Yeah.
It's okay, I can buy it. I'll buy it eventually. If I don't ever buy it, we'll pull off the server. Or I probably will buy it. I like that better. It's just easy for me to control it because it's not as fast as the other one. Because this is laggy for me.
Did you have your mouth open when you got kicked in the face? If you did, then
Still,
maybe.
Like sways too much because of the suspension. And I have to make a hard quick.
springy.
Yeah, I have to make a hard turn. I almost roll it.
It's an off-road truck.
It's a rock crawler.
Yeah.
Now, I do admit I do like the wheel options you can put on it. I wish that Dodge had more wheel options to it.
That is a lot of straw. We've got... we're out of... You got 5,700 liters of flour already.
Alright.
We've got 750,000 liters of straw down at the compost factory.
Well, I've been posting up right up there.
And we've got
Right,
about probably close to that much straw up here in this silo. And then I've got another field right back there that we got to get straw off. And then we're going to plant it all back in soybeans later today. So tune in. We're gonna take a break in about an hour. I like to do streams for about 2 hours. So we're going to take a break in about an hour and come back a little later this afternoon for another stream where we'll be I'll be seeding. So yeah, look, 250,000 liters of straw here. 250,000 liters of straw down to the compost place. And we still have a good bit of straw to pick up. So we got 1.4 million liters of straw.
Jeez.
And we're not done.
Honestly, I might give you the straw I have off my fields too up there. I probably ain't ever going to use them.
Well, if you like, I will buy it from you. Because my straw usage is only limited by my manure creation capability.
That'd be the only reason why I would want animals, maybe for the manure, but I just don't feel like dealing with animals.
As I get more cows, they'll put more manure out, so I'll be able to make more compost. And the way I see it, if next year this time I still have straw from this year, then I saved too much. But if I run out again, then I didn't have enough. What? How does a boot come off and hit you in the face? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Somebody spread straw on the ground out here. I see the evidence.
Well, I do that if I have a very small spot to do. And if it isn't worth making a ring row, I do that. But maybe to go up for about a couple inches.
So you gotta cook it so it's rare, medium rare. Anything past medium rare, and it's too tough. Gary, how about September 7th, Wyoming?
Wyoming, yeah.
Do we know how much it'll be?
Probably $12.99.
Okay, I can afford that.
That's what states usually are when they come out.
I hope they put that rest area on 25 going north right out of Colorado.
Marcus R. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Big old round of applause from Marcus. Much appreciated. They had there's a post in the announcements where they put a screen grab of the map and the roads. You could see if they had 25. And there's going to be they're getting real creative with the names of these events. There's going to be a Cruising Wyoming event.
Oh, okay.
Wyoming's one of those states where you're going uphill and you don't even know it.
Yeah, I don't know, some of Wyoming I like. I don't know why, maybe because of the Rocky Mountains or something, I don't know. I just like Wyoming.
The elevation's subtle.
Yeah, very subtle.
It's like a state that's on a slant.
Yeah.
The whole state's slanted.
Well, I watched a TV show one time where they were working in the Jackson Hole, Wyoming to do, and all that was a beautiful area. All the I like lump wood textures.
1:30 in the morning.
Like
Holy
those
cow,
really
Marcus!
Nice, really neat looking place.
Hope you have a good Monday morning. Cliff, how you doing today? Went to we got a hair place in town that's a barber for men. It's called the Man Cave, and he's got a side room that's set up like with a foosball table and a pool table and some other stuff. So me and the youngest went over there yesterday to get a haircut, and he wanted to learn how to play pool. So I racked the balls. I lifted the rack up, and the balls just started rolling around. I'm like, whoa, the table's not quite level. Just like Wyoming, the whole table's just at a slant.
I like pool for like fun, not for competition. I played it a little bit around. That's fun.
Wow, Marcus, thank you very much. You early morning people. Well, Diablo del Toro, it's maybe it's better you're not in his man cave. I tell you, I will be glad I get all this straw picked up. Whew. This has been a job. Only bearable because of the fine audience that we have here. So, probably about 3 more trips over here. Now I got hung up on this big mound of straw. The particle effects in 22 look really nice.
Yeah, they do.
You mean like the chopped straw and stuff, you mean? By particle effects.
Yeah, stuff coming out of the back of the harvester.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Dwayne, no way, never pay, never pay. They make it hard, but never pay over Nexus mods. There is a way to make a free account. They have changed how you do it since I made that video. I made a video a long time ago on how to create a free account on Nexus, and then probably like 2 months later they changed it. But there is a way to create a free account. You got to look really hard, I think. But at the bottom of that page where they try to get you to click on a membership level, there's probably in small print wording like, you know, not interested or something like that. Let's see here. I really want to cheat through here. You see, there's a fence. The whole thing is fenced. There's no way to get through there. Other things I want to learn about is apparently in 22 there's going to be like equipment packs. Like you can buy equipment packs that are, they described it like let's say you wanted to get into olives, but you didn't know what all you needed. There was like, you could buy a pack that would have all the stuff you need to do olives like already included in the bundle. And
in the shop?
That would be cool.
And that made me think that maybe there'd be ways to like people could create their own bundles. Like from a content creator standpoint, you could be like, this is the, not that I would do it because I don't have core equipment, but somebody could be like, this is the equipment I play on every map, and you know, here's my bundle. You can download this bundle and add it to your game so that you can buy it, you know, in the shop or something.
That'd be cool.
One click, yeah, that would be cool.
Or maybe people could like share their favorite equipment bundles, type of a thing. So
That would go
that's
over well, I think.
an interesting idea. I know, like when I watch, like City Skylines. You know, there's a ton of mods on City Skylines, and there's a way to like make a mod pack in the Steam Workshop. So then, if you wanted to like play along with a guy that's doing City Skylines, you could download the mod pack and activate it, and just basically have everything they're using.
Yeah, they
So
could
that
do
would be
couple
neat.
games.
It also
Henry, what is up?
to clean out the
Welcome,
shop,
my friend.
Make it faster to get the items. Make a pack with, like you were talking about City Skylines. Make a city pack, you know, like French decor. So you load just that mod pack. Make your town all French. You wouldn't have to scroll through all the different buildings.
Yeah, I've seen that, like Factorio.
That is
Or,
true. Gaming with
Rimworld.
Hoots.
They do that. Some people, they'll put a list, then you click on their list, then it pops up and you can download from the list. I think that's similar to what you're talking about.
That is true. Gaming with Hoots says maybe it's like when you start a save game, you can pick your starting equipment based on a pack. Like, do you want to be a grape farmer? Then this is your starting equipment.
I like that idea too.
You know, do you want to be you want a Kloss farm? Then maybe this is the starting pack that's pre-configured.
And maybe be a little cheaper than instead of buying things separate. Because usually you buy stuff in packs, I mean, things are cheaper. So it might be a way to do it.
And dealer discount, yeah.
No, we don't know. There's so much we still don't know, right? Marcus, I don't know. I'll probably run it in auto mode most of the time. I don't play Farm Sim 22 to try to pretend to be a real farmer. I play it to relax and chill. So while I'm not a super big arcade player, I'm not a hardcore realistic player either. I kind of like to be a happy medium. It's realistic enough for me. That's how I play. I play realistic enough for me. But I like the idea. I know there's lots of people that wanted a gearbox, so I'm very
Is
glad
that your last pass to make up that
that
field?
hopefully they're going to get. It's my last full pass, but I have a bunch of little pieces I got to pick up. Because so many of these passes I was full before I got done. So I probably have another trailer load just in picking up residuals. Manual 18. Going to have to having to do all of the
Okay.
ratio
Damn,
changes.
I don't know how you went to go up there and harvest my poppies.
It's gonna make my wheat harvest a little bit easier.
Well, you're missing some stuff. Did you need things?
Oh no, just gotta
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna I can use this combine lines, but eventually I'm gonna upgrade.
Yeah, eventually you're going to downgrade to a John Deere. I know. We'll
Probably
still have
not.
the we'll still have the New Holland when that thing breaks down or catches
Probably the
fire,
class or the Fendt.
gets a hole in its grain bin where you lose crop. You know.
I'll probably go with the either the Big Fend or the Kloss. I don't know which. Unless the John Deere holds as much as them two.
One more trip down here. Oh my gosh.
I got to do the bridge this time.
Oh, the bridge again. This tractor has 12 hours on it already.
Wait, I see a axial flow 250 that holds 26,000 liters. That might be the tractor I get.
Ah, look,
Come on.
a case.
Hey, it holds a lot. That's all I'm looking at. I don't care what brand it is. There's a 22,000 John Deere.
I don't think they're going to have any sort of natural disaster.
Problem is, it's almost $500,000, 400-some thousand.
Well, it's going to have over 900,000 liters.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's the last field to harvest. Carrie's got huge fields.
Your map throws off because it's the colorblind mode. I'm looking at something. Why are the colors so different?
Because that's why they're easy to see.
Yeah, for you it is, but I'm looking like, oh, that's different.
Yeah, yeah. And I still sometimes end up just toggling things on and off to see it because, like, cultivated and harvest, ready to harvest, are like, they're too close for me. Even in the colorblind option, so it's like, which one's which?
Yeah, with all these extra crops and the colors, it's even with color, with regular, with their own, it's with color, not colorblind, it's hard.
So you just toggle things on and off. What changes?
Planted and first harvest is too close for me.
Yeah, that green confuses me because I'm used to thinking green is go time, or whatever it is.
Green is go. Is green ready to harvest?
Oh no, it's like orange and green's
getting
growing.
dark.
Like the first green stage. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason I thought green is go, but yeah, well I know what it is. Cultivated and plowed. It's like a light blue for plowed, and I don't know what kind of blue it is. It's a little bit darker blue. Them two are confusing. Trying to figure out, you have to toggle between them.
Well, gaming with Hoots. One thing, it's 3-day seasonal durations. There's no more setting a different duration. So everything is 3 days. One game day is equivalent to a month of real time to basically allow farmers to have more time with that season duration. You can now change your clock speed at a bit more granularity. They've introduced 2 times, 3 times as a clock speed. They've also introduced a 0.5 and a 0.3. So you can have the game day take twice as long under 0.5, so that there's 48 hours to a game day. Or you could get a 0.3, so that there are 72 hours to a game day. If you look at the Gamescon video they did on Friday, they did show the seasonal harvest and plant calendar. So you can kind of get a little idea of what, I guess, the base game seasonal harvest and planting schedule looks like. It's a bit different than I think lots of us here in the US are used to. It looked like you couldn't plant your cereal crops in the spring. You could only plant them in the autumn. That would be a rather interesting start of the year, especially if when you start your game save, your crops are harvested. I don't think that's probably how you're going to start. I think you're going to start with your crops in some sort of growth state. Or maybe when you start your game save, you start in autumn. Right? Maybe you start in autumn. There we go. Now we got everything picked up off this field. Oh, get off my total failure on that heist. All right, let's go over there and see what Ravenhawk's doing up in the other field. Yeah, there's a whole lot we don't know, Rhett, right? We don't know if the starting play modes are the same, or if they've been changed up.
It shouldn't take long up here. You know, it's far to run.
We do know that they have. We do know that they have made it so you can turn off the seasonal growth and harvest schedule. It sounds like the seasonal changes, the visual changes are still in, but if you didn't want to use the growth and harvest schedule, you could disable that part and basically then plant and harvest whenever you wanted to. But the visual changes are still going to be there.
So we might be able to harvest corn in the snow.
That's a possibility.
That happens in real life.
Yeah, I've seen that done already. When How Farms Works, they had to do it one year. They had such a hard time getting to harvest, and they were harvesting corn in the snow.
I remember one year in Indiana, they were harvesting in December.
Rick, what's up? Yeah, the crop doesn't magically go away. Unless it falls over, it's still there.
You guess you can harvest. What if it's up all year? You can harvest next spring, can't you? It won't wither that quick, will it?
What?
Like it does in game. Like if you don't get it up before the time's up and it goes over winter, it's usually dead. But isn't in real life, can't you harvest some things in the next spring if you put it in and you can't get it out till the next spring? It'll still be good, ain't it?
I don't know if it lasts that long.
I don't know. At some point,
we're losing.
It's gonna fall over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get moldy. Mold in the field.
I know there's ground straw there. I'll have to turn it back on for that little bit there.
Yeah, we don't know, Roy. We don't know how, if there will be. I mean, I sure hope so, right? I sure hope that the Elm Creek map has a different plant and harvest schedule than the French map. I mean, it would make sense. They're completely different areas of the world. I'm pretty sure they're going to be at different latitudes.
Bummer, my poppy field wasn't big enough to get 2 truckloads off of.
Yeah, that is a core element that they have stuck to, is wanting to make sure that the game is as playable by all as possible. So, you know, if you don't want to play with plowing, then you can turn it off. If you don't want to play with the new rocks, then you can turn them off. If you don't want to play with seasons, then you can turn the planting and harvest schedule off. So yeah, now that we don't have as far to drive, we'll be able to get caught up. But what we're going to do is we're going to collect the rest of the straw here on the stream, and then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to wait until morning, game day morning. So that'll probably be in about 2 hours from now. And then I'll come back tomorrow, game day tomorrow, this afternoon, my time, and we'll stream putting the crop in the ground, putting soybeans in. Because the plan is to flip all of these fields into beans. Gaming with Hoots. If you don't remove the rocks, then as you run your machinery over the rocks, it will increase the damage. So you will have to maintain your equipment more. So you don't have to remove the rocks. It's just if you leave them in the field, then you'll have increased maintenance costs. We're going over 1 million liters of straw in the silo this load. Boom! 1 million liters.
Smoke cows.
And then we have 750,000 down in the compost. So yeah, if you're starting out and you can't afford the rock collection machinery,
Well, no, we probably have 2 million almost.
then you can still use it. It can still work. It's just you'll have some added machinery repair costs, which makes sense. You know, it's not good to run rocks through machines. And you can always turn rocks off. So you don't have to do rocks. Just like you could turn weeds off. And if you use a cultivator, you're apt to bring up small stones. If you use a plow or a subsoiler that digs down further in the ground, you're more apt to bring up larger rocks. And then it sounded like, possibly, from what they said at FarmCon, before they talked about rocks, is if you use a disc harrow, you're apt to get weeds growing back quicker. So I've got to wonder if maybe a disc harrow doesn't produce rocks. Maybe, since a disc harrow only, if you will, scratches the surface, right? In essence. So if a disc harrow just scratches the surface, then it doesn't introduce rocks into your field. But it also means that you're going to have more plant matter so that weeds could return sooner than if you did a cultivation pass, which would probably knock the weeds back for a bit, but introduce the capability of having rocks come into your soil. And then from what I understand, cultivation, disc harrow, subsoil, and plow all have different textures. So unlike now where you subsoil, cultivate, and disc harrow, and they all look the same, with 22 it sounds like they're all going to have their own unique appearance. So we're getting a bit more detailed, a bit more involved with things for sure. And it, you know,
You need
it's
better horns.
getting a bit more complex for a new player. A lot more things maybe to understand and know. So what do y'all think about the rocks, and the different textures? I think it's great. A lot more variability. A lot of different things to look at. Of course, it's going to be, from a map making perspective, different textures. It's going to be a bit more involved with respect to custom ground textures and things. I have to see if I have a donkey. Well, there is a rock mod. There are ways of adding custom ground textures. But the way I mean, look. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So you can't complain that Giants needs to include these things and that the game relies on modders to put in all these features because the game doesn't have it. So you can't make that argument and then whine like a little baby when they do add popular features that were indeed mods, and that's why they were popular features. You can't whine that, oh look, they just steal mods and add them to the game. So no, you can't bitch that the game doesn't have the features people want and relies on modders to make those features. And then you can't bitch when those features are then added later. That all they're doing is adding the mods that people have made. So no, you can't complain and have it both ways. You can't go both ways down a two-way street at the same time. if you want to take that stance, then go play something else. Go play cattle and crops. Oh, wait. That's a defunct project that is no more. That went very far. Cheesy Poof, welcome to the stream. With Farm Sim 22, you can finally get your rocks off, eh? The next added game mechanic, what? A game mechanic? The easy dev, not the easy dev, but the enhanced AI menu that they haven't talked about? That's right, Zach. The inclusion of production isn't just, heaven forbid, putting global company, which is not the case, into the game. Adding production to the base game means that every player, console players, can make use of a feature that players really enjoyed on the PC side. But at the same point in time, if you don't want to use production, then you don't have to. Just sell your crop like you would normally. I mean, there's endless things that people could still add, right? I mean, hell, I would love for somebody to add the ability for me to sell machinery and product in multiplayer. I would love the ability to pay somebody in multiplayer without them having to be on the map. But, for example, Ravenhawk is going to be taking over another person's farm. He's got a Dodge pickup on this farm. I would love to be able to sell him that Dodge pickup and then basically transfer the title to that farm. But what I have to do is we sell the truck. I get money back. I'm still at a loss because, well, it's got hours on it. Then he's got to buy a brand new truck. Or I have to stop the server, download the save game, edit the save game to make his farm owner of the truck, then upload the save game and start the server back up, and then his farm owns that truck. There should be a way of doing that in the multiplayer server. To be able to basically say, I'm going to sell you this vehicle, and upon payment, the ownership is transferred to you. Oh, carries. I saw this A floating on the screen. I'm like, what? Carrie's setting a GPS course, I bet.
Yeah, you seen my A?
I saw your A. First, I'm like, why is this A just floating around in the screen?
Light travels fast.
Anything's possible now that production's built in, but yeah. Corn drying, grain drying, fuel production, compost production. Cheesy poof. It's still early in the morning. You can't be making jokes like that.
I didn't see it. I wonder why you did what I did.
You weren't looking the right way.
That's possible.
It was behind you.
Consoles have no kind of corn drying.
And they have no, yeah, they have no kinds of lots of stuff.
Was there corn drying on this map too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, indeed, Zach. Indeed. That was one of the big differentiators between console and PC for the longest time. Back in 17 and 15, it was the Fabric script. Then in 19, it was Global Company, and then also GTX's production script, fill type mover, and some other things that allowed basically the creation of production. Since they were all additional scripts, they were basically denied access at the console level. But now those scripts are built in. All kinds of production is capable on all platforms.
Creates a player-based economy.
That's right, Zach. The possibilities are only limited by your imagination.
Services and drops.
Just like when was it Urshaba came out
someone
with
makes
his
seeds,
production
like
his
well,
production
like
pack
Raz's,
that leveraged the animal
Man's
system.
Land.
Because
who
if
was
you
it? I
think of it, the animal system
Gizmo, I
is
think
just
it
a
was,
big
like
factory
making seeds
script.
of people. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, that's more fun.
So the animal system in base game is just big factory script.
I'm on
In
a
that
multiplayer where
it takes
I'm
inputs,
producing the fuel for the
food, water, straw, and it makes outputs.
That'd be cool.
Additional animals,
So he buys-
milk,
buys the
manure,
gas out of
slurry.
the diesel.
So it's input, output. So console players were able to get the production packages from
It's a little cheaper, 'cause you
Urshaba
don't charge
and
as much.
Farmer Mayhew and a few
Yeah,
others
game- the map price is
by
$1.25
leveraging the animal system
charging
in
$1.20
19.
or lower, depending on milk cost.
So there'll be all kinds of things that can be done now in 22 across everybody. So, you know, think about if you've seen my Hoff Bergman Explained series where we make feed, we make honey, we make bread, we make cheese,
Yeah, the production is nice.
we make all kinds of stuff in the Hoff Bergman
Yeah, I
Explained
like the
series.
production. Sometimes just doing
You'll be able
harvesting and
to,
selling gets a little boring sometimes.
in
So
theory,
that's
you'll
not
be able to
something
make all
do.
of that stuff on all platforms. So, yeah, the only limit is the imagination of the creators. It's going to take a little time for them to basically get into the maps, the base maps, and into the production placeables to digest what's going on with them and modify them to their own will. But probably 6, 8, 9 weeks after release, we're gonna see, who knows what you might see, but it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, when you're done harvest, we'll do a bit of an accounting on how much straw we got, how much grain we got.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. The older equipment, I mean, it was something that has been asked for quite a long time.
Over there. When we're done.
And hopefully the equipment will be cheaper, so it'll be easier to get started on new farmer mode or start from scratch even. Assuming that those play modes are still in the game.
We selling this truck when we're done? This TLX?
Yeah.
Well, I have to put some fuel in it. It's going to run out. So I'll put a little bit of fuel in it.
Just a shot of it. Yeah. When the server resets here in about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll empty that other trailer and sell that, and I'll buy another semi-trailer.
Getting rid of your hot rod.
And then what? Yeah, I'm tired of that engine noise.
It's too noisy. Can't hear anyone think.
Oh, the semi. Yeah.
So the 82 Studios, it's like, oh wow, this engine sounds great. An hour later, oh my god, turn it off, right? So yeah, it just gets old. It gets old fast.
Hot rod pickup.
Oh no, the pickup stays. I like jumping it.
Yeah.
I like the soft suspension that Ravenhawk doesn't like. I like the big rock tires. I like to see them squat down under a load and stuff.
Yeah, I like the suspension, but for me, because of my lag, it's a little hard for me to handle it because it's so touchy.
It would be nice if I could dial it in and say, give me a road suspension so it's a little bit more stiff, as opposed to being so bouncy when it jumps and then it just bounces.
I think you just come up with another option.
See, I jackknife more with
like
that than I do with mine.
That's all we need, brake configs, or suspension configs.
On the fly.
Yeah.
You just press a button.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, you are.
Give me full credit.
Yeah. Get GTX on that quick.
I hope he's doing good. I haven't heard from him.
Could probably make it.
Yeah, we got greenhouses that produce things. We can make lettuce and strawberries. So that's cool.
Cheesy poop. That's what we're doing. We're trading with other farmers. The farmer's got a grain dryer. You pay him 8 cents a liter.
Yeah, the weather's holding out so far. Now we're about ready to go into tomorrow. Let's check the weather. So no rain in store tomorrow or Sunday. Good drying weather tomorrow. Now, last night we had rain that just spontaneously popped up at midnight. So we're hoping that doesn't happen. We'll know in an hour and 15 minutes. But we are officially almost done harvest. That's all we've got left to do.
Oh, that auto save when the server says, "Makes me think my game's crashing."
Yeah, that was a nice lag. Pause there. Yeah, poppies are in great demand. 1,600, almost 1,700 bucks. 1672 for poppy. Now, poppies give you straw, right?
No.
Imagine the money I'd be rolling in if I had poppies on all these fields.
They
Holy!
give you straws.
Thanks. Make sure you're prepared. Well, maybe get some. Do you live in the city? Do you have well water or city water? As you know, with well water, you want to make sure you have some water aside. You have a generator as you start it up. Make sure it runs good. Make sure you go grab about, 5 gallons of milk, because that's what they always do around here when they call us for snow. There's a big run on milk, like somehow milk will keep you safe. Yeah, it looks like we probably get some rain, but not a lot. Looks like it's going to be fairly west of us. Unless it seriously stalls out over Louisiana and then gets picked up by the jet stream and comes right up the east.
When I jump into that farm, am I going to be able to use this stuff, or I have to make me a contractor when I join his farm?
When you join his farm, we have to make each other contractor of each other. Then you'll be able to use it. So go join his farm, and then we'll make each other contractor.
Can make you farm manager.
So it's
Yeah.
making.
I gotta make you farm manager over there too.
Oh, so I click on your name. Then do I grant contractor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I did. Is that it then?
You're already admin. You can make yourself farm manager.
So how do I make myself farm manager then?
You just click on your name and it probably says make farm manager.
Well, I never did it before. I'm new to this. I'm new to this stuff. Okay, I did it.
You're done.
So that means now we can use each other's equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're already contractors too, since we can see each other across the river.
How do you change the name? Edit farm?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so no poppy straw. That's why I didn't plant poppies. I want the straw. Courtiers coming in.
Someone must be joining.
Me. times have you paid for that factory already, though? Yeah, Fulistrom.
So I think we'll probably be. I'll schedule a stream in 2 hours. I'll come back around 2 p.m. my time. Right now it's a little after 12. So we'll be streaming during the pre-show at 1:50 my time. And we'll be putting seed in the ground. Be sowing our
Hopefully these things will
soybeans.
get a little bit shorter in the new one. I hope.
Well, if we wouldn't own so much stuff across all the farms, it would be a lot faster.
And having all the straw on the ground.
So if I wipe this save and I started a new save, syncs would be like snappy. Everything that's added, every field that's bought, every crop that's planted, every piece of machinery that's owned, every placeable that's put down.
Well, I'm gonna run
adds
up
to
there and
sync.
harvest those poppies quick, since I have you let me use this.
Bruce, who isn't excited, right? Everyone's excited about FS22. Well, I guess the people that aren't excited are the people that insist that it's no different than 19. And, you
I
know,
remember how to get there.
to that end, I say, well, then fine, just don't buy it. You don't need to. Well, I mean, I think overall, Bruce, they will.
After I harvest them, I'll come out and help clean up put stuff away, like empty out things.
I think they will. I mean, there's a lot of creative possibilities with 22. With all the production capability built in. Grapes, olives, that leaves all kinds of other production possibilities, or other vine crops. What other crops grow on vines that you could make out of a grape or olive plant?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not sure. Berries.
I guess like beans, like string
pole
beans,
beans.
lima
Yeah.
beans.
Yeah, certain beans could, yeah. You can make them run off the vine
So
like that.
yeah. Because the whole introduction of grapes and olives obviously introduces vines, or little trees, if you will, the olives.
I'm thinking of like green beans you can eat. They grow like that, don't they?
Yeah. So
I'll say
any
I don't like 'em.
any vine-based plant, somebody could make a multi-fruit version of it by
Oh,
modding
green
out
beans,
the
that'd be cool.
texture on a grape. Melons. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Although melons wouldn't grow, up in the air. Squash, tomatoes.
There's a cherry tomato grows as a bush. Maybe they can find that out.
Cucumber, yeah. The whole build mode, the placeable
I
fences
can
where you
see
draw the
CS
fences
doing
out.
that. He's pretty smart, creative.
All
when it comes to that
all kinds of new creativity can come, especially with the all the new graphical enhancements. Garlic would be an interesting crop. Garlic would be an interesting crop. Lucky 7 put in. So it could be like, I guess, picked up like a beet because it's in the ground. All right, let's park this. Park this bad boy. We're gonna top her off with fuel. Get our planer out. Corn, soybeans, liquid fertilizer. We want our application rate to be 0. Because we don't want to do we don't want to do that. Let's open. Whoops. Oops, wrong button. Let's open up our top. And we'll grab our big bag of seed. That I stored up on the roof. Ed, thanks for the sub. Come on. We'll top that off. There we go. And we'll get this ready for later. Oh, I know. It was ridiculous having every fence post section showing up in the shop. Hopefully they've better managed the whole placeables in the shop and organized all that. We also had... We saw during the gameplay preview Friday, there was a menu option to set trailer fill levels based on weight. So, like this truck could have a weight capacity, and depending on what you put in it, you would be able to put different amounts of product in based on the different weights. So that was a new revelation. Put this over here. So like an hour later, you are finally up at your new farm?
Yeah.
Oh, how about the fact that
Like I said, I'm going to help you, so
we've got icons.
We'll put you first.
Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna come in about an hour and 45 minutes and start planting. Everything's harvested. Straw's off the ground. I'll get everything planted later.
You got your whole farm cleaned up? Wow.
He had me there to help him.
So the the mini map.
Puppies look like. I went right past them. Like, what do puppies look like?
The mini map in
Alright.
22 is going to have new icons for all of our vehicles and
Oh,
stuff.
you missed the pretty.
Like a little tractor icon, a truck
Oh.
icon.
Well, I see them when I was up here before.
And we're going to be able to see on maps that
right
have a
before
train.
They were ready to harvest. I see
We're going
them,
to
but
see
I
a little
fertilized
train
everything.
icon.
It didn't have no fertilization on them.
Good thing you go up there and fertilize them in.
Let's see, can I wonder if I can force unload this. Can't force unload.
Well, at the time, I didn't know who was going to take the farm. And I figured, well, they'd probably appreciate anything being fertilized.
Yeah, alright, well. Oh well. Let's see what we got. What we got? 439,000. I've got 20,000 liters still in that trailer, so 460,000 liters of millet, 196,000 liters of triticale,
You'll be rolling in the money.
straw, 1.3 million liters of straw in the silo, 700,000 liters in the compost facility.
Damn, that's a lot.
I think we have 500,000 liters down in the compost facility of compost to sell. And yeah, then we'll start putting beans in.
It probably when I sell you up here, or however you want to figure it out, I'm probably going to give you all the straw I have. Why not just, I mean, if anyone else wants to serve with one summit, with one in, I mean, I don't care.
Oh!
I'm not going to use it because I'm doing row crop.
Oh no! You little son of a bitch. I can't plant beans.
You can't plant beans. Why?
No, the little
Yeah.
went and made it
that's
so that beans could only be planted in spring. I gotta plant corn.
Ooh, you might
It's a-
be harvesting in December.
It's a
What about
good.
canola? What about canola?
It's a good damn thing that I looked now as opposed to putting soybeans in and realizing it later. Canola, nope. You gotta wait until late summer to plant canola. Everything ends at spring other than corn, sugarcane, hops. I can plant hops.
What was that last one you said?
Hops.
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 Oh, okay.
You can plant
Beer.
the C word.
The C word.
I could
Oh,
plant
okay.
hops. Coulier had planted hops last year. They're massive. What do hops pay out? I'll go with corn again. Corn's a tried and true New York crop.
Yep.
we better switch this to corn. And I better turn on my activation there for that. I better go fill that up. All right, guys, so that's going to do us for this stream. I will be back in 9 o'clock, so 1:12, 1:22. I'll be back at 2:30 my time. I'm going to schedule a stream to start at 2:20 p.m. my time. So approximately 2 hours from right now, we're going to be streaming once again, and we're going to be putting corn down on all of our fields. So that is going to be the goal, is to get all our fields planted in corn. Is my liquid fertilizer empty? All right, well, at any rate, I'll get all that figured out for next time.
Okay, what's the truck you get? The Lizard what?
So until next time,
Warrior.
happy farming.
You're talking about semi?
Yeah, the one that Klein said he got.
Yeah, which is the Warrior. It's 5% off right now.